Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled amidst lush green hills, there lived a young boy named Ethan. He was a kind and thoughtful soul, but he had a peculiar gift that set him apart from the other villagers. Ethan possessed the extraordinary power of ignore. This power wasn't just about dismissing something or someone, it went far beyond that. When Ethan chose to ignore something, it would vanish from his perception entirely. He could ignore negative comments, hurtful actions, and even his own self-doubts. This unique ability brought him immense peace and allowed him to focus on what truly mattered in life. One day, word of Ethan's remarkable power reached the ears of a wicked sorceress named Morgana. Envious of the boy's gift and determined to use it for her nefarious plans, she set her sights on capturing him. Morgana knew that with such a power at her command, she could control people's minds and bend them to her will. In the heart of the village, on a warm summer afternoon, Morgana appeared before Ethan. Dressed in a flowing black robe, her eyes gleaming with malice, she offered him riches and power beyond imagination in exchange for his gift. But Ethan was wise beyond his years and knew the consequences of yielding to temptation. Politely, he declined her offer, explaining that his power of ignore was not something he would misuse for personal gain or harm others. Morgana, frustrated by his refusal, decided to take matters into her own hands. With a wave of her dark wand, she cast a spell to steal Ethan's gift. To her astonishment, the power of ignore didn't work on Ethan as it did on others. It was as if his willpower and belief in the goodness of his gift formed an unbreakable shield around him. Morgana's spell bounced back, leaving her momentarily stunned. Ethan seized the opportunity to flee, but Morgana was relentless in her pursuit. She chased him through the forest, releasing dark spells that twisted the trees and obscured his path. Yet, Ethan remained determined and focused on his gift's true purpose. As the sun dipped below the horizon, the villagers, having learned of Morgana's treachery, joined forces to aid their beloved friend. They created a protective circle around Ethan, shielding him from Morgana's malevolent spells. In the heart of the circle, Ethan closed his eyes, taking a deep breath, and tapped into his power of ignore like never before. He blocked out the chaos and fear around him, allowing only love, courage, and positivity to fill his heart. In that moment, the power of ignore transformed. It no longer simply made things vanish, it radiated strength, compassion, and empathy. Ethan realized that true power didn't lie in avoiding negativity but in confronting it with a heart full of love. With newfound determination, Ethan stepped out of the protective circle and confronted Morgana. He didn't ignore her darkness but instead embraced it with compassion, hoping to show her a different path. Morgana was taken aback by his response. For the first time in her life, someone had refused to fight her with hatred and aggression. Ethan's genuine kindness and strength of character touched something deep within her. Tears welled up in her eyes, and the walls around her heart began to crumble. In a moment of vulnerability, Morgana surrendered, acknowledging the error of her ways. She released the villagers from her spells and vowed to change her path for the better. From that day on, the village flourished with newfound unity and understanding. Ethan's power of ignore, now transformed into the power of compassion and empathy, became a guiding light for all. And the once wicked sorceress, Morgana, found redemption and became a force for good, using her magical talents to protect and heal. And so, the tale of the power of ignore turned into a story of love, forgiveness, and the strength that comes from confronting darkness with light. Ethan's gift became a powerful reminder to embrace positivity and empathy, proving that true power lies not in ignoring the world but in transforming it with compassion.